Good morning, guys. Welcome back to our channel. I am out in the garden with the creaky garden gate bright and early this morning before it gets too hot out here because we've been extremely hot here in upstate New York. I am going to show you guys how to trim your mint plants. So mint is very invasive. I am growing mine in a grow bag so it cannot take over my garden. I also found something in here that I want to show you guys. See if it jumps out at me like it did a few minutes ago. Do you see it right there? That, I believe, is a katydid. I'm sure you all know those sounds that a katydid makes in the summertime. So you can see my mint here. One cool fact about mint is it has a square stem. And if you put your fingers on the stem, you can feel the square stem. What you're going to want to do, it's kind of like basil. You'll see the two leaves here, and you're just going to want to cut right above it. My plant is really tall, so once your plant gets 6 inches tall, you can actually cut it only a few inches from the root. So I can harvest a lot of this mint today. That will just help promote new growth. You can see my friend is still here. So you can see how much better that plant looks. And I got this is just a handful, a shitload of mint from that. So a few ways that you can dry your mint. You could bunch up the stems like this, tie a clean string around them, and hang them up. This is going to take a little while longer, about 2 to 3 weeks for them to completely dry. Or you could use your oven at a low setting to dehydrate them overnight, or you could just put the leaves right in your dehydrator. A few things that I plan on doing with my mint leaves is you can make a mint balm and salve. You can make a mint tincture. You could put it in soap. You could make a mint tea. I mean, the possibilities with this are endless. Mint has so many benefits, such as it is very good for digestion. So if you have an upset stomach, nausea, gas, make yourself some mint tea. Simply put your mint leaves in your pitcher or your jar or whatever. Take your boiling hot water and just pour them over the mint leaves. Let it steep until it gets cool enough to where you can drink it. Mint tea. So I plan on doing a bunch of cool stuff with my mint. You can see that it looks so much better. So hopefully it will promote new growth, and maybe my friend might move out. I don't think it's really hurting it. I don't see any damage on the leaves or anything like that from it. So we'll let it just live in that mint. I'm sure it smells great. So thanks for checking out this video, and I know it might seem like a simple video, but I actually had to research how to do it myself the first time that I did it. Hopefully here shortly I will be putting out a walkthrough of the garden because so much has changed. I have gotten my first cucumber. I have little baby ground cherries that are about as big as my thumbnail. My corn is growing. I have a boatload of tomatoes. I have my first broccoli head. I mean, there's just so much going on in the garden, and it's been so hot that I've only been coming out to the garden to check for squash bugs in the morning and in the evening. So I haven't even had to water in about a week because it's been raining just enough to where I don't have to come outside. And you'll see everything is wet this morning because we got a downpour overnight. So I am completely fine with not having to water the garden. Look at that beautiful mint back there. I am going to take it in my house and throw it in the dehydrator, and hopefully I'll be able to harvest it a few more times this year, which you should be able to get more than one harvest out of your mint. Wait for it to get 6 inches tall, then you can cut it back a few inches from the root, and it should help promote a boatload of new growth. So plant it somewhere where you don't want it to take over your garden. If I were to plant it in these beds, it would spread like wildfire. So either put it in a container or make a deep barrier in your garden beds so that it cannot spread. But it is growing just fine in this pot. But as you'll see, we're a family of 4, and I think we will have plenty of mint for our family of 4 based on what I grew in this container. Thanks for checking out this video. We will see you on the next one.